Hello, hello. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to open your mind and to have different ideas. What is the point here? Is because sometimes we don't think that we can bring English as a lifestyle just because we don't use our brains. But if you want to have faster results in English, in Japanese, in Spanish, whatever language it is, you need to transform this into a lifestyle. Now, for example, I have here a group that they are doing, I'm asking for many results. And what have you had as many results? Oh, because my life was very difficult this week. Oh, because I am very tired. Oh, because I have a headache. Oh, because this. Oh, because that. And then this is a problem because you are giving a lot of excuses, and these excuses on the top of more excuses are just blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm here to tell you that if you don't have many results during the week, at the end of 1 week, you don't have results. At the end of 2 weeks, you don't have results. At the end of 3 weeks, you don't have results. In 6 months, 0 results. In 1 year, 0 results. Is that what you really want for your life? So, for example, this group here is saying, oh, I started fasting. Now I have a question. Oh, but I have headache. Oh, it gives me stomach ache, problems in the stomach. Oh, because my life, oh my God. Okay, look. You are focusing on the problem and you're not focusing on the solution. For example, what is fasting? Before you start crazy things like I start a marathon or I start fasting, fasting is a long period without food, just drinking water, okay? You are not running a marathon if you never run before. You are not going for a triathlon if you never had a bicycle. You're not going to start fasting for 100 hours if you never studied about fasting. You're never going to speak English if you never trained your ears to listen to another language. My loves, you need to study. You're not going to become an influencer if you never study how to use the computer, the technology, never. This is not going to make you, wow, become genius. Stop thinking that you don't need to train your body. You need to govern and train your body with intelligence. Intelligence. Not just start, today, this weekend I am going for a car racing, Formula 1. And you don't know how to drive a car. Think about that. Now, Mickey, what is all this related to English? You are going on YouTube and you have to start thinking. Use your brain. How? Go on YouTube and write how to do fasting correctly. And then if you write in English, the results are in English. If you don't know how to write that on YouTube, go on ChatGPT, write in Portuguese, and ask for the translation. ChatGPT will give you the translation, and then you can use YouTube to study about fasting, to study about car racing, to study about how to learn different languages. Because the point is not about learning a language, it's learning how to learn another language. The problem is not the language. The problem is how to learn. Why? Because in school, nobody speaks about that. Because in life, Nobody speaks about how to learn. It's like, look, this is a history book and you need to study, and at the end of the month or in the end of the week, you have a test. And then the system puts all the content and we need to swallow and we have to be quiet. This is the problem of the education. You go to school and you just have to swallow everything without questioning. Excuse me? We are adults. We need to ask questions. We need to ask everything. We need to make questions. Why? Why not? How? The power of asking questions takes you to another level. But you're not asking questions. You just like, oh, okay. And then you study English for 1 hour, grammar, because you are not asking questions. Go on YouTube, not like, oh, I needed to learn English. Talk to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can be your best psychologist. Free. Later, I'm going to record a lesson, how to have a private psychologist using the artificial intelligence. Wow, it's fantastic. It's crazy. I need another video because I need to use the camera for that. But, and because now I have the camera here, so I can't record I can't register the lesson. Okay. So it's about asking intelligent questions. Oh, okay. If I need to go to a triathlon, go on YouTube. I want to participate in a triathlon. What is the first thing I need to study? What are the first? So there are a list of people speaking about the content. But you have to ask in English because the algorithms will give you the answer. It's not just start like taking a car and just let's go. So think about that. This is thinking like a criminal. To have the criminal mind, to have the FBI mind is about asking questions. Where? Who? Why? What? How? When? Only 6. Write down this sentence in paper and put on the wall. And then you are going to remember this. You go to the toilet. If you have something in your mind, if you are reflecting about something, you look when, who, what, when, no, when, who, what, when, where, how, and why. And then you start activating you're training your brain to ask questions. And then you can do that, of course, in English, in Japanese, in Spanish, whatever language you want. And then you start speaking in your mind with yourself. And this is how you get better in a language. First, internal talk, and then external communication. Let's go to the next lesson. I hope you have understood that if you don't make this as a lifestyle, you're never going to speak the language. If you don't turn your questions into a lifestyle, you're never going to learn how to go to a triathlon. You're never going to learn how to go to go for car racing. You're never going to learn how to remember this. Okay, now go for your exercise. Write down in the papers all the questions: when, where, how, who. FBI, criminal mind.